All right, guys. Dreadnought's back today with something a little bit different. I thought we would start our new segment of review rewinds today and kind of break up the monotony of the Star Wars Black Series reviews that I've been doing so many of. Marvel Legends have been a little bit dry, so I thought it'd be a great opportunity to go in and look at the return of Marvel Legends. And these were the waves that kind of came in between the Hasbro crap fest that we got early on after Toy Biz, and then the new Infinite Legends that we've gotten more recently that Hasbro has greatly improved on. These were figures that I kind of passed on, or I was on the fence on, because I didn't know if Hasbro could really come back from where they started. So some of these I didn't collect, and this is a prime example. And you can see here today we're going to be looking at Fantomex, looking pretty cool. Packaging you see is a little bit damaged up here. Has Marvel Universe Build-A-Figure, Return of Marvel Legends logo here, and that Marvel Legends logo down there at the bottom. And it includes a Build-A-Figure part, a right arm there of Arnim Zola. So let's take a look at the back of the packaging. And you can see here Fantomex in all his glory. Well, I say glory, but he's got some wee little arms there. Those are like a foot long. So not great art on the back, but hey, I'm not going to nitpick the art. And you can see the other figures from the wave down here at the bottom. So let's crack this thing open and get a look at it. And here's Fantomex out of the packaging, looking pretty good overall, I got to say. When you consider this was pre-Infinite Legends, and this was more of a transitional figure for Hasbro, I think they got a lot of things right on this figure. I like the sculpt, and I've always liked the look of the character. I think he's cool. But I like the paint choices as well. So overall I'm pleased. And as we look at his accessories here, you can see these are his pistols, and they're kind of sweet. I'm not sure I'm completely sold on the design. They used a weird plastic. It's gray, but it almost looks like it has a wash in it. Kind of dark in the edges. Now that black spot I don't think is intentional on there. But it almost looks like it's drawn. So I'm kind of liking it. In his hands, they actually look like they're drawn in his hands. There's a number 8 there for some reason. Not sure what that's about. And it comes with 2 of them. No black dot on the other one. But those look pretty cool. And then he comes with Zola's arm. But that's pretty cool. And if I get all the parts, we'll look at building the figure out and reviewing him as well. Taking a look at the sculpting here, I gotta say I'm liking this head sculpt. Pretty clean paint apps with the white and the black, and I like the color choices. The shade of white looks really good. He's got some nice crazy eyes. I'm liking that. But I'm really liking the stitching through the head. Very nice. I like the stitch work that's sculpted in all the way through the back there. And we'll go ahead and look at the back of the figure here. You can see some nice texture in the jacket. Nice clean black lines all the way through. Nice sculpted detail. Nice wrinkles. Looks good. Same thing through the arms. Nice clean black lines. You can see it's even sculpted through the joint, which I think is nice. The gloves look good. Some straps on there. Nice detail, wrinkles sculpted in. And on the front of the chest, looking good as well. You can see nice, really clean. The paint apps are just really clean on here. And like that red X, it's perfectly painted. It looks great. You can see I got his guns in his holsters here. And these are not mounted to the leg, which is really cool. So it allows for movement. And the guns fit in there perfectly. And nice sculpting on them as well. And then as we look behind the jacket here, to the back of the figure, you can see, more butt sculpting texture. I like these pouches too, look really nice. And there's some crotch sculpting as well. But just a lot of nice little detail sculpted in here. If you look at the lines through the legs and the straps, all sculpted in. Not a huge amount of paint, but what's there is clean. Boots look good, some nice texture in them. The straps. So yeah, overall, I'm really digging the sculpt. And as we look at articulation, the head moves up a huge amount. Really great. Doesn't move down enough for me. It'd be nice if you could bury it in his chest. Does rotate around at an angle. So it kind of looks up as it rotates. No real pivot in there. The arm moves up a good bit, like so. It does have upper arm rotation, and it does rotate all the way around. Double jointed elbows, and they are extremely loose on both sides for some reason. The wrist does swivel around and has a nice hinge on it. Hinges in like so and back that far. One thing I want to say about the hands though is with the weapons, and I'll show you real quick here, is they don't hold them real well. You get them in there, but it's like he's palming the gun. And that's how he holds it, which is really funky looking. So, you know, I'm not sure I like that. And they kind of fall out a little bit easy too. But anyway, we'll take that out of there. It does have a nice ab crunch, and the jacket hinders it, but he can move in really far. He can actually move back really far, but the jacket does hinder how much. It has a waist rotation, a little bit of paint flaking there, as you can see. Rotates around really good. Has the funky leg joints that you have to twist and turn, but they do have the upper leg rotation, and when you turn it around, you can kick out pretty far there, as you can see there. And then you have to turn it around to get him to kick back, and it doesn't really move that far back. So, you know, I don't like that. Double jointed knees, really nice. No calf cut there. The feet do rotate around, and does have the hinge. Moves up that far, down that far. Biggest disappointment, no rocker. No rocker. Does have peg holes at the bottom of the feet though. And here's Fantomex next to Wolverine and Cap, and he's measuring in at exactly 6 inches tall. That's pretty cool. So wrapping up our quick look here at Fantomex, I got to say overall I really like this figure. I think they did a great job with the sculpting and the paint apps. You know, like I said with the guns, they almost look like they're drawn in. It's like he's popping from the comic with the color choices they used. You know, it really speaks volumes to how much an ankle rocker can really make or break the figure. As you can see here, I've got him propped up on the cape. You know, but over time, you know, this will wear out these joints. You know, they can't sit like this forever. They'll start to bend or break. And that's sad because we probably won't get another Fantomex figure at least for a long time, you know, if so. You know, so, but this could have actually been a perfect figure if they'd have gave us an ankle rocker here, and then maybe some improved hands to hold the guns a little better. You know, other than that, you know, the thing really knocks it out of the park. You know, so yeah, a little sad that it was so close to being so great, but just missed the mark by a few items. You know, but overall, I still have to rate him a buy. I don't think you're going to get a new Fantomex for quite some time, especially if you're a fan of this character. Don't pass up on him. You can still pick him up fairly cheap on eBay and Amazon. And I don't know about anywhere else, but I know on Amazon, I think you can still buy this guy at the same price that he was originally, you know, like 15 bucks or so. So, you know, if you can still get him cheap, I recommend buying him. I think you won't be disappointed. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, please give me a big thumbs up. If you guys like what I'm putting out, please subscribe. Still trying to build those numbers up. Got a lot more content coming your way, guys. Toy Art, Facebook, Twitter, links in the description below as always. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you soon.